Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Tom Garber, Keto Cook. Today we're going to do something really simple. It is blistering hot outside right now. It's 12 o'clock and it is right now 101 degrees. Let's cook.
Welcome back to Las Vegas. The food here is outrageous. Tom Garber, the Keto Cook, makes foods without a hook. Sit right back and watch him cook.
Okay, today we're going to be searing and braising this beautiful chuck steak right here. Also, we're going to be doing yellow onion. Also, some banana peppers. They're kind of mild, so this will go well. And also 6 cloves of garlic. Also in that pot right there, I have some homemade beef stock that we had up in the freezer, and I'm going to be reducing that down, and that is also going to go with this chuck. I'm getting the Dutch oven heated up here. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to it. And I'm just going to throw the brush around here, make sure the whole bottom is covered, and do up on the sides a little bit. Alright, we'll keep this off to the side here. Now, I always season my pan. This way I don't have to fool with it. Let me get my tweezers here. Now this is about a 2.5 pound, maybe 2 pounds and about 2.5 pounds. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to just brown it on either side just to get a coating on it. But then I'm going to add some of the reduction of the beef stock to it. I also want to caramelize, and then also want to start the process of breaking the meat down, breaking the fibers down in it, make it a little bit more tender. And then I am not going to put anything else in it. The vegetables are not going to go in here. I'm going to saute them separately, all right? And they're going to go as a condiment for when I get this all done. This is very quick, very easy. 20 carbs or less. Matter of fact, it's pretty closer to 15 or 16 carbs. That's the daily intake right there for a true, clean keto meal. And you can hear that sound right there. That's music to my ears. Just going to get let it go a little bit more. Not even close yet. So, got this on medium to high heat. Now, 9 times out of 10 when you're braising something, especially in the beginning, if you want to keep a fond on the meat, with the braising liquid, it's going to take it off, okay? But then once you bring that liquid down to the bottom of the pan and start creating a fond, that's when you add your sauce to it, okay, which is still cooking away, all right? Add a scoop at a time in it, and then you start building up the gravy. So, the beef stock is approximately 1 gram, okay, because there were some vegetables in it, okay, if cooked out or not, but I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt with that. Okay. Now, that's a nice crust right there. We're going to let this go a little bit more, build that base up, put some more crust on here, all right, and then we will lower it down, add some of the stock. Okay, the meat is covered. I put the cover on the Dutch oven. I brought the liquid up to just about to the top of the meat. I'm going to slowly let that cook down. I want to get it nice and tender, and then when I get done with it, I'm going to put it back into a pan, and I want to get a nice crust on it. I got the vegetables cut up. Also, the au jus that I have going on right now, I have it on very, very low. One tip is take the top off and you can cook it down. It'll start thickening up and it'll reduce much faster with the top off. All right, getting back to the veggies. 1 onion, 1 yellow onion, medium-sized onion, has 7 grams of carbohydrates. Okay. Also, 6 large cloves of garlic has 1 gram of carbohydrates each. Okay, so there's 6 grams. So now right now we're dealing with 14 grams of carbohydrates. Then also I have right here the yellow banana peppers. Now this is in a vinegar based in the jar. Okay, so it's almost pickled type of thing. So that's 1 gram. And whatever is in the sauce itself, I'll give it 1 gram. Okay, because it is actually beef, freshly made beef stock. So don't be fooled by anybody who's putting. I hate clickbait. Okay, you click on it, think the person's serious about it. You click on it, and it's nothing but garbage. So be careful of net carbs. Okay, anybody saying anything about net carbs, and or keto friendly, especially if they have a high count of subscribers, because most of the time it is clickbait. Anyway, all right, let's get back to the cook. All right, olive oil into the pan. Going to get this nice and hot, and I'm going to lower it down a little bit, and then we're going to put in our mixture of onions, garlic, and banana peppers. And like I said, the banana peppers they're mild. Every once in a while you get a hot one in there. Marie usually winds up with them. So, okay, over here in the Dutch oven, it is percolating. I added the rest of the au jus, the gravy. That's cooking down. I'm going to bring that down to it is that much in the pan. Built up a little fond. I'm going to take it out. And then in this pan, after I get done with the peppers and onions, I am going to take that beef. I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to sear it up. Let it sit. I'm going to slice it up, and it's going to be dinner time. But right now, I want to get this thing going. All right. Make sure I got. Make sure you get everything in. Just believe I dropped an onion. Sure I did. I'm going to do these hot, very quick. I've got some Tommy spice on there right now. I'm going to add a little bit more Tommy spice to it. Now, if you're new to the channel, Tommy spice is simple. It's either sea salt or kosher salt. Better mesh 16 or coarse black pepper. Also granulated garlic, granulated onion. Reason why I use everything granulated because powder seems to clump up. And I don't want no clumps on here. I want everything to be even in the pan. So nice and hot. Woo! Smell them banana peppers. Okay. Now, like I said earlier, it is hot. I mean, this is crazy. It is the end of May, and beginning of tomorrow's June 1st. This will be out probably in a week or so, or 2 weeks. And I was planning on doing some grilling outside. We're going to do some smoking and stuff. It's too hot. Just as completely too hot. So you got to adjust. This is a perfect way. It doesn't really raise the heat inside the house. You haven't heard the air conditioner come on once. And this is how you have to adjust. Same thing with adjusting your foods. All right. Now I had said before about you got to be careful of clickbait. You really do. If you're serious about getting your health back, and if you have type 2 diabetes, okay, which if you're eating the wrong things can really hurt you. That's why I said you really got to watch who you watch and what they're doing. It made me laugh the other day because I seen somebody made carnivore mac and cheese. I didn't even click on it. I got away from it because it makes me laugh. There's no such thing as that. Okay, carnivore is strictly meat. How do they come up with mac and cheese being carnivore? It's all just these crazy recipes that they put out there. And if you do have a metabolic problem, that can actually hurt you. So I'm telling you, be very careful. All right, enough of that windbagging. So I'm going to get a nice little brown on this. I'm going to break them up a little bit more. And what this is going to do is I'm going to take this. This is going to get over the top of the meat. I'm going to take the meat, slice it down really easy. Now, you can add broccoli to it. The whole purpose of clean keto eating is to try to keep it 20 carbs or under. Now, if you go to 40 or 50, there's no keto police going to knock on your door and say, hey, you're over, come with me. It's not going to happen. The carb intake, Google it. You don't need no special app or anything like that. Google, broccoli. Broccoli, I know for a fact, is 6 carbs per cup. 2 cups, 12 carbs. We split it between the two of us. There you go. This is really not hard. People make it hard, especially in the beginning when they turn around and they start making all these keto desserts. Well, to be quite honest with you, if you eat clean, you don't need dessert. The whole idea is to get full. The whole idea is to cut back your intake of food, but the food that you do eat, you want to make sure that you are satisfied. Once you get going with it, right? Like I said, when I started, 3 meals a day, 2 meals a day, down to 1. Snacks at night, limit it, shut it off at 7 o'clock at night, you're good to go, okay? Wait till the next day. Everybody sort of bitches and moans about, well, that's intermittent fasting. I don't know it is, okay? I only eat when I'm hungry. So there you go. I mean, people put too much into it right here. I've been doing this 6 years. I did it probably about 18 months when I lived in Florida. Got off it, and that's when I actually ran into trouble. When you're sitting in the doctor's office, and you're looking at people around you that are pretty sick, okay, and you see them walk in with a bag of pills, that's what turning the light switch on for me. So, whether you're doing keto, ketovore, carnivore, or just low carb, it's simple, okay? Just Google everything. If you want to keep it 50 carbs or under. I do 20 if I can. Sometimes we go over a little bit. So, there you go. Okay, these are caramelized up as pretty much as what I want. But I'm going to add in a little bit more olive oil to it. And what I'm going to do is with the meat, I'm going to use my thermometer here. Check it. I'm going to let it go a little bit more because I actually want that the juice in there to settle down. Watch the steam. Oh yeah. Cook away there, little Chucky. Okay. Damn, I hate that noise. So if we say, so when you're doing this, when you first start out, okay, killing that sugar craving, boy, I tell you, that is hard to do. I rank that right up with quitting smoking. It's brutal, it really is. Because everything around you, I mean, just the standard American diet, everything around you is sugar, high carbs. And when I walk into a supermarket, I can immediately, and especially the couple places that I do go to, when you first walk in, desserts, bakeries right there. They got the produce over a little bit further, but when you first walk in, first thing you see, cakes, breads, all kinds of stuff. It's tough. This is not easy. So please use your head with this. Try not to get hit with all that clickbait. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be I've washed the pan out that had the onions in it. So what I'm going to do is get a little olive oil in there, heating up. Also some Tommy spice in there, and I'm going to take the chuck and put it in. Now, like I said, this was about 2.5 pounds. Really shrunk up pretty good. But the gravy that's in there right now, it's thickened. What a flavor it has. So I'm just going to take that meat out. And it's just about to the point where you can pull it, like shred it, okay? Well, that's what I don't want because I want to be able to slice it. So all I'm doing here is browning it up. Now you can see right there in the pan, the one side started to brown in the Dutch oven. This is where you can run into trouble with this, right here. I want it to the point where it's not going to get dry. A lot of times when you do a pot roast, it comes out very dry. That's why you need a lot of gravy with it. But I wanted to get it to the point where it'll stay semi-moist. Okay, so just on one side, I'm gonna rotate it around a little bit and then shut it off because it is done. Okay, as we start to plate this up here, the aromas are off the charts. I always say that, but I mean, this is good, clean cooking. You don't need no potato. You don't need anything else. The nutrients that you're getting, all right, believe it or not, the highest carbohydrate vegetable here is actually the onion. It's 7 carbs. The peppers got a great flavor. Gives it that little bit of almost like a pickled type of taste to it. Really good. Garlic really sets it off. And then, but the gravy, okay, the gravy is super, super clean. So like I said, 15, 16 carbs I'll go. I do 20 carbs or less. Now this is for both me and Marie right here. The whole idea is to get yourself satiated, all right? You want to get full so that later on into the evening now, you still feel that full feeling. This is where people go wrong because they feel that they have got to have a dessert. You don't. You really don't. Now, if you want to, pork rinds or something like that, or you can, now, like I said, 15 or 16 carbs. So this is the point now where you got to watch what's going on with your intake. Now, if you go over, like I said, there's no keto police, but you got to make sure that you maintain exactly what's going on. So this little gadget right here, my wife won, and it was from What We Thought, Kevin and Elizabeth. Okay, check their channel out. I'll leave a link below. This is a great tool. I sort of commandeered it. But anyway, listen everybody, please hit that like and subscribe button. Be very careful of clickbait. Like I said, if it's too good to be true, it really is. And here you go. Great dinner. Listen everybody, hit that like, subscribe. I'll see you next Wednesday on Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook. Stay safe. Thank you.
Welcome back to Las Vegas. The food here is outrageous. Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook, makes foods without a hook. Sit right back and watch him cook.